to my channel. My name is Alaysia Chantae. If you don't know, now you know, and since you know, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So you guys, if you see my last lock video, I actually introduced my babies to you guys. Yes, I'm locking again. But that's not exactly what this video is about. This video is mostly for the beginners of locking, the ones that want to lock their hair before they lock it. Just some of the things that you should look out for, be careful with, all of that. So if you guys like some tips, then keep on watching. So my first tip is to know what you want. Okay, there's so many different ways to start your locks, so know how you want to start them. There's finger coils, comb coils, 2-strand twists, braids, it's so many types of different ways to start your locks. So just choose one. You don't even really have to choose one. You can have multiple different starter locks in your head. I don't know how to get that out, but you can have comb coils, then finger coils, then 2-strand twists. Like, it's just gonna lock your hair how you want to. You can freeform. There's so many options. Like, just choose one or more than one. It doesn't really matter, but just make sure you know all of the options that are out there for you, so that you won't jump in and rush into one, and then like you're halfway to a good point and then you're like, nah, I actually want to start my locks a different way. Like, yeah, to avoid all of the taking your locks out and starting over, just know what you want. Okay, trust me, I know. I done started locks like 5 times. Okay, I know. Something else with knowing what you want, know how you actually want your parting. There's diamond parting, brick parting, square parting, C-shape. There's all types of different parting styles, and those make your hair lay different ways. So just do your research on those. Do your research should have been number one, but just do your research on all of the different parting styles and the twisting styles, and that will help you figure out exactly what you want for your locks. The next tip that I have is actually size. You want to know what size you want your locks. You can have them pencil size, you can have them jumbo, thick, super skinny, sister locks. Like, there's so many different sizes that you can do your locks, so make sure that you know the size that you want. And a tip that I can give you guys is your parting space, your parting sizes kind of determines how thick your locks are going to be. So if you want bigger locks, do bigger parting. If you want smaller locks, get smaller parting. Something else that you should know about the size is that they will get thicker over time. So when you start your locks and they're like wimpy and skinny and all of that, they're going to get a little thicker in most cases. So don't panic about that. Just let them do their thing. As time goes on, the hair will shed off into your actual locks, and that's how they get their thickness. So keep that in mind, you guys. Okay, this is one of the most important tips, because a lot of people shy away from their lock journeys because of this. Your locks are your locks, okay? They're not going to look like anybody else's. It's okay to have lock goals or somebody's locks to look at and be like, wow, I love their locks. They're like really beautiful. I would want mine to look like that. But be realistic. That's that person's hair, and this is your hair. Your hair isn't going to do the same things that the next person's hair is going to do. Just because someone else's hair looks a certain way does not mean that yours will turn out that way. If you're doing all of the same steps that they're doing, all of that, your hair is going to do what it wants to do. No matter how much you try to manipulate your locks, your hair still has a mind of its own, so it's going to do what it wants. But just keep in mind that your hair is not going to look like the next person's. So it's okay to admire somebody's locks, but don't have it set in your mind like, that's what I want my locks to look like, because more than likely your locks aren't going to look like that, and you're going to be sad, and you're going to want to take your locks out. So something else to keep in mind is that you can always go back. Okay, if you lock up your hair and you decide, I don't like how these locks are coming out, you can comb them out. Like, there's plenty of different ways to comb out your locks. I actually have a video of me combing out my locks, so I'm going to leave a link for you guys. It's not permanent. A lot of people think that you cannot comb your locks out. If you have locks, like, you're stuck and you just have to chop all your hair off. It's not true. Don't listen to it. Get locks for as long as you want. Like, I combed out my locks after, I believe, a year, and it took some time, but it came out, and my hair was super long. I kept my length and all. Like, you can go back, boo. Something else that is really, really important is confidence, okay? I feel like this is more common for females that lock their hair, but usually in the beginning stages, like with your starter locks, your baby locks, you ain't gonna feel too cute, honey. You're not gonna feel cute. You're not gonna feel pretty. You're gonna feel like a dude. Like, I feel like my daddy. Like, I really feel like my daddy looking like this. Like, I don't really feel like I look feminine, but It's okay, girl. Just keep your confidence there. Like, do little things to make yourself feel good. Wear a little makeup if you have to. Wear earrings. Dress your locks up. Dress a little more girlier if that's what you have to do to make yourself feel good. But do not forget that you are still freaking beautiful. Your hair is just going through a process. That's it. Don't freaking freak out. Don't lose your cool. Don't, you know, let your self-esteem get low just because of a season that your hair is going through. It's gonna pass. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's gonna pass. You're gonna get used to it before you even realize that your hair is no longer in that stage. You'll be used to it and you'll be over it. So don't panic about that. Just take it one day at a time and you'll be good. And another tip that I have is to be freaking patient, okay? Your hair is not gonna lock as soon as you get them installed. I mean, there's ways to install locks where you can actually, like, I believe it's called interlocking or crocheting or some instant locks, something like that. Give your hair some time. You have to be patient with your hair, okay? Even on the days when your hair is not doing what you want it to do, still be patient with it. It takes your hair time to lock. It takes your hair time to form into what it's going to be. So be patient with that. Don't rush it, because you're not going to have an exciting journey. It's not going to be a smooth journey. Like, if you just work with your hair, not against it, work with it, and just let it do what it do, you'll be good, boo. Patience is key to really anything. That's one of the main keys to life too, is being patient. But yes, be patient with your hair. It's going to grow. It's going to lock. It's going to get thick. It's going to do what you want it to do. You just have to let it. And the more that you try to force it to do it, the worse that things can get. So be patient. Let it do what it do. Okay, and my final tip is happy locking. Like, just embrace it. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, your locks look like this, your locks look like that, you look like this with locks. You like, no, just be happy with what you're doing for you. I feel like everybody should try locks at least one time in their life, because I feel like it opens your mind up to new things. It lets you see yourself in a different light. Like, you get to see what the hair that's growing out of your scalp does on its own. Like, it's just so much to it, you guys. Like, it makes me happy when I think about my hair and what's to come, and just everything that has to do with my locks. It just makes me happy because it's a journey, it's a process, and it's like, although I'm not in full control over it, I'm still in control because it's still on my head. But just be happy with your process. Even if things aren't moving as quick as you would want them to, just be happy and trust it, and you'll be good with that. Like, you'll be good, you'll be good. So that's pretty much all of the tips that I have for those of you that want to start locks, like before you start them. So I hope that these tips helped. If you have any questions or anything, just please leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to get to you guys. Or you can follow me on Instagram at livinglavida2_. I'm going to leave my name linked. Make sure you ask any questions if you have any. Be sure to follow me on this journey. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you'll know when I upload more lock talk videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.